Sup Tinder navigators, today we're gonna be talking about Battlefield 5 aka Transfield 5 aka Transgender Field number 5. And a lot of people are actually calling Battlefield 5 to be a flop already, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, come on son, the game isn't really out yet. I mean, technically it's already out in the alpha mode, and that's number one. Why aren't they releasing a beta when they know their competitor or competition has already did a beta 2 times on PS4, once on PC, and that was even an open beta? And I'm talking about Black Ops 4 right here. In this video I want to present to you a couple of little things, because I personally do not fully agree with the fact that Battlefield 5 is already failed, but I mean, it's kinda there. It can be reversed pretty damn fast, I'm not gonna lie. But quickly, I want to actually present to you this thing right here. I know most of you would already be aware about this, but at the same time, this will blow your mind. I mean, I got a bunch of things on my notepad. I jotted a lot of points down, but I'm gonna give you that shot real quick so you are entertained. But I'm pretty sure you know about Patrick, who's an EA Chief Design Officer, and just stay with me for a second. I'm gonna actually open up your third eye for real. So an article was posted about this, right, where they say EA Chief Design Officer Patrick says Battlefield 5 is the game DICE wanted to make, full stop. Have you heard? Battlefield 5 has women folk in it. Now instead of talking about gameplay, we need to have conversations about troop compositions and historical accuracy in games. I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn son. And then they are like, unless you're Electronic Arts Chief Design Officer Patrick, who is far more direct. In short, Battlefield 5 is the game DICE wanted to make. If you don't like the creative decisions that went into the game, you do not have to buy it. And I quote, I have a 13-year-old daughter that when the trailer came out and she saw all the flags, she asked me, Dad, why this is happening? He continued, she plays Fortnite and says I can be a girl in Fortnite. Why are people so upset about this? I just said, you know what, you're right, this is not okay. These are people who are uneducated. They don't understand that this is a plausible scenario. And I'm like, yo, damn homie, you gotta chill son. And at the same time, I kind of understand that dadism just kicked in and he wanna be a hero and shit like that. I get that, but at the same time, we're talking about a 13-year-old child that plays Fortnite, and all of a sudden they want to play a game that is rated mature on the game cover. I know people are arguing about the fact that, yo, this is historical accuracy. This did not really happen back in the days. I mean, 0.0000001% of the time that would have occurred. I mean, a guy who works at EA, who's a Chief Design Officer, should know this better than anyone out there. Like, yo, you're making a game, you're selling a game that has a sticker of mature 17 plus and whatever, and you got a daughter who's asking you questions. Just simply reply, well, you're not a 17-year-old. So yeah, case solved. Let's move on to the big picture. Now, there has been articles made upon articles where we're hearing that Battlefield 5 pre-orders are weak, and I guess it's due to multiple different factors. Number one, Battlefield 5 is sandwiched between Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and obviously whatever or whoever makes the game come out first, and in this case it's gonna be Activision, they're gonna get Black Ops 4 out first, and obviously it's gonna sell well. And we know it's Call of Duty. I mean, even Infinite Warfare, who was probably the most utter shit video game of all time, did beat Battlefield 1. So when we're thinking about Battlefield 5 versus Black Ops 4, there is absolutely no chance that it's gonna do a significant harm. But at the same time, if the game sells in millions, is it considered really dead? Obviously a lot of people would say that Call of Duty is dead. It is dying, but it is far from dead, because it definitely sells more than 10 million units, and according to some high IQ analysts, they said that Black Ops 4 will sell somewhere around 20 million copies, and that is quite a lot. And they even said that Black Ops 4 will beat Red Dead Redemption 2 and Battlefield 5, and it's kind of understandable how it's gonna beat Battlefield 5, but not really to like why they said it's gonna beat Red Dead Redemption 2, you know what I mean? But the only plausible explanation to that is that Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna cater less to the other side of the spectrum. In other words, saying that it's gonna cater more to a mature audience, and Black Ops 4 will be bought by kids, teens, mature audience, grannies, papas, and even buy bobs and everything like that. So you know how this can actually put a dent into Rockstar. But we're talking about Rockstar games. If the game was GTA 5, then we all know who's a clear winner, but this time it's gonna be a little bit spicy, so we're gonna find out very soon. But we're talking about Battlefield 5. EA chief officer clearly said that if you don't want it, you don't have to buy it. So that's number one, and I guess everyone will act upon it and things like that. Number two, pre-order sales are down, articles are being made about it. And number three, no one's really talking about Battlefield 5 on YouTube. I know that right now people are talking about it, and any type of publicity is good publicity, and I feel like if no one talks about Battlefield 5, it's gonna flop. But the thing is that now we're talking about Battlefield 5. Even if it's a negative news, we're gonna have more eyeballs on Battlefield 5, and I personally really believe that Battlefield 5 won't bomb. It's gonna do semi-decent. It's not gonna beat Black Ops 4 or Red Dead Redemption 2. There's no chance. I mean, there's still a slight bit of chance, and I'm gonna be positive with that for sure. But at the same time, I feel like if no one was talking about Battlefield 5, it would have just bombed. But now the fact that everyone is talking about it having weak pre-order numbers, I guess it's gonna do semi-decent very soon. But my point being, no one's really talking about Battlefield 5 on YouTube. There's pretty much no one reacting to the trailers neither. I personally reacted to the trailer, and this was one of the comments, and I was like, damn son. And number four, weak ass marketing. There is no marketing involved whatsoever, unless this is what they're gonna take and run with it and call it the marketing and be like, yo, any publicity is good publicity, and maybe this is how their train will go boom and they will start selling and shit like that. But I digress. I really have a bad feeling about Battlefield 5, but at the same time I have a good feeling about it. I'm someone who doesn't really care about historical accuracy, although I know that if this game was historically accurate, it would have been much better, because we're talking about Battlefield 5 and we're talking about this brand, and this brand is mostly catered towards mature audience, someone who really wanna have that realism in video games. So EA and DICE should better know this, and their free DLC isn't really doing anything good for them neither. So I'm not sure where exactly this game will go. No one seemed to be super hype about the game. I am kinda excited. I was planning on to not buy this game. I'm still kind of contemplating at this point. I personally, this game doesn't really excite me. I did play Black Ops 4, and yes, I kind of enjoyed it. And here's the thing, Black Ops 4 will have 3 modes: zombies, multiplayer, and battle royale. And if you do not like one mode, well, you will have 2 modes to play, and if you do not like 2 modes, well, you will have 1 mode to play and you will enjoy it, and then you will have other type of modes that you can play once in a while, and maybe you're gonna end up liking it. And Battlefield 5 only gonna have the campaign, and yes, a lot of people really want it, but in the grand scheme of things, campaign just runs out dry after like a week. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna play it once and just it's not gonna do anything for you. Multiplayer is multiplayer, and then we got battle royale, and that's the only part of the game that I'm excited for. But speaking of Black Ops 4, I'm excited about zombies 100%, the battle royale. I did play the beta, I quite enjoyed it, but that's just my opinion. Obviously a lot of people didn't enjoy that when they played it, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you gonna be getting this? Are you not? Check out some other videos on the screen, like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one.